I'm so happy that you've chosen to take OffBe, off the beaten path. Your journey to holistic health starts here. Namaste.
Greetings, salamu, namaste. I am Wambi, and you're listening to the OffBe Health Cast. Off the Beaten Path Health Cast, that is, the way is known, the path is lit. Thank you for joining us here today. Here we take you off the beaten path and talk about the alternatives to medicine, because this is the path that we should really be on. Before there was Big Pharma, there was Big Mama. So today we're going to do something different. Today we have joining us is Uncle P, which you've met before. And we also have Coach Kayla of The Check-In. She is a mental health coach. So let's welcome Uncle P and Coach Kayla.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. And just to give you guys a little background about myself, I am, as they said, a mental wellness coach, and I focus on holistic mental wellness, particularly the 8 dimensions of wellness and self-love, healing, and those aspects. And as Wambi said, I am one of the coaches for The Check-In, which is a platform that I have created with another coach, Coach Mona, and it's basically a space that we created for people to come and connect with themselves, check in with themselves and other people, and a good place to network. So we wanted to create that space so people can have that support and from us coaches. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, okay, we can wrap this up. You kind of answered all the questions that I had, you know what I mean? So thank you for stopping by. All right. No, so it's awesome. So you're official. Again, this is Uncle P. P like Papa, P like Master P. Yeah, so make sure, let me do a quick plug in. This is OffBe Healthcast. You done know, check us out on YouTube and Instagram and all that good stuff. And you can also check out Coach Kayla on Instagram and Facebook as well. I'm gonna call you Kate, Coach K, if that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Because you out here coaching. So mental health coach. You say that is your title. So tell me a little bit more about that, because there's a lot of practitioners or holistic health people, and so here at OffBe, like Wambi said, we're definitely about healing mentally, physically, and spiritually. So can you tell us a little bit more about what is a mental health coach, and maybe why you decided to go that route and choose that as a profession?
Yeah, so as a mental health or mental wellness coach, what I kind of dive deep into is the mental aspect of wellness. And when you really think about it, mental wellness has a lot to do with every aspect of our lives. So it has a lot to do with our physical, our occupational, social, emotional, all those aspects relate to the mental side. So one of the things I tend to focus on when it pertains to clients is balance within different areas of our lives, and it's important to keep balance. And one of the things that it kind of relates to what both of you have is wellness within itself. When you think about healing, one of my things or quotes that I say is healing within shines without, and that has a lot to do with your mental aspect. So when you heal yourself, that can then shine through, and same with when it comes to physical as well. So when you heal yourself physically, that shines out, obviously. And I decided to become a mental wellness coach because I've always been interested in the mental health field. I've always wanted to do something within that field, and I stumbled across some people that were doing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this too. So I decided to kind of formulate and create my brand myself, and find out some things that I liked or that I was good at, and move forward from there. And one of the things that I also found was that it's a very much needed within. I mostly focus with women, but of course men as well. It's very, very so much needed, and I definitely want to make a difference within our community, but of course other different communities as well, wherever I'm needed.
Wow, that's awesome. One of the taglines or one of the mantras that we have here at OffBe is harnessing the power to heal yourself, you know, and going off that beaten path to do so. It's great that you mentioned some of the stigmas that are associated with mental health. In certain communities, there is definitely a stigma attached to having mental issues. Personally, I think that maybe stressing too much can be a mental issue. But what I found is that a lot of times we don't seek out what they call help for it, or maybe don't even know how to identify where you may be having some, you know, some mental health breakdowns, or can need some pick-me-ups. And yeah, I definitely agree that, you know, things start with your mind and your heart, but your mind, you know, if you have a sound body and mind, they kind of all work in concert, I would say. So it's definitely awesome and encouraging to see you tackle something as important as mental health. And it was super important that we, you know, had you on our platform, because, you know, we actually come in and tap in on the check-in. We enjoyed it so much, and WOFFBE is like, yo, we going to this. I don't care. Like, she'll wake me up out my sleep and be like, yo, time for the check-in, you know. But it's hugely important to have a space and a safe space, a judgment-free space, you know what I mean? And you can kind of leave everything behind, and we can come in here and just vibe and talk. So, yep, I'm definitely here for it. It's awesome. Now, you mentioned that, or you do the check-in with a partner, someone else. And what was her name again? And is she also a wellness coach as well? Or what was the terminology?
So she is a regular life coach, and her name is Coach Mona.
Mm-hmm.
I've known her for a while, but she's a regular life coach that works with clients and whatnot. Yes.
Excellent. So we keep talking about the check-in, and so I guess the obvious next questions are, how can we tap in? Where can we find the space? I kind of alluded to a little bit on Facebook, but you know, a little bit before I let you get specific where you are. How can we tap in? And yeah, how can we find you?
Absolutely. So me and Coach Mona have a Facebook group, and it is The Check-In. And you can type it in to your Facebook, or of course I can add you to it if need be. But it's a Facebook group, and we can add you to it. But also we have an Eventbrite that we have that I usually send the links out on my personal page as well as my coaching page. So if you're not friends with me on Facebook, you know, you can add me as a friend, and or just check out my social medias, lifecoach.kayla or love__living, LIVIN, and I will usually share it with my story or share it on my page. So that's usually where you can find the check-in links, the Eventbrite, and of course the Facebook group on Facebook.
All right, and you're on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok.
I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I'm on TikTok now. I still don't have a Twitter. I need to get a YouTube. So we're coming up. We're coming up.
That's what it is. That's what it's about. Yeah, this is definitely awesome here. WOFFBE, you've been sitting there real quiet. I think I'm reading your mind. You have something here, a question or something that you want to formulate and tie it in. Oh, before you do though, do you have any upcoming events or anything you got coming on? I know you got the check-in and the Eventbrite, and we can check you out on. That's weekly that you do the check-in, correct?
So it's every other week. We decided to do it twice a month. So not to overwhelm people every single week, but twice a month, so people can come on for about 30-40 minutes and, you know, check in with each other. The next one should be in February. I think it's the second. I have to check to make sure, but it is the not this upcoming week, but the week after. So
yeah, so I know that you have everybody has like a niche, like a demographic of people that they like to cater to, or that gravitates toward them. So for you, what is like the demographic? We know that we like to because it's needed in our community. Do you have like a specific age group that you're geared toward, or that is attracted to you? Like, who are the type of people that you work with?
Yeah, so I mainly work with women are about from like 20 to like maybe up to about 40. So I would say young adult type years. But of course, I'm open to working with greater or larger audiences, but that's mainly who I draw in to work with.
Oh, okay, awesome. So the these type of people, so like, what do you find is I guess I could say the main trouble, the issue that people are facing with, based on the people that you work with? What is it that you find that is most troubling to this demographic?
I would say it would have to be, a lot of people are dealing with a lot of stress. A lot of things are going on within their lives, whether they're a student, whether they're a mother, whether they are working and trying to balance out all of the stressors with life. And sometimes a lot of people just need somebody to talk to about it. So right. I provide emotional support. So if somebody just wants to talk, just vent or just share their thoughts, it doesn't have to be any problems or anything. I find people come to me for that. But that's one of the big things. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of things happening within their lives. And sometimes they need somebody to kind of help them walk through the stuff. Like sometimes they like to hear other people like, okay, so there's this, there's that. How can you balance it out? I will suggest meditation or maybe doing breathing exercises. That's really helpful. So doing like different activities like that. Setting goals each week is really helpful as well. So doing little activities and things to kind of help them as they go about their daily life has been really, really helpful.
Yeah, awesome. And that is exactly what I was going to ask, because you're on Clubhouse now, right? On Apple?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, awesome. And so I saw something that you had mental wellness tips and tricks. Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah. So I was going to ask you if you could give us something, like maybe something like, say I just had, an argument, or I had a bad day at work and I'm feeling really down. Is there anything like specifically that you can like mention, like a quick little exercise or anything? I know you mentioned meditation and setting goals like that, and those things are definitely awesome. Writing things down kind of helps you, like, or writing in a journal, things like that. So I was just wondering if there was any kind of specific like breathing exercises or anything you can give us kind of that we can just like kind of take with us, you know what I mean? Before we go back to the website and tap in and make that appointment.
Yeah, so sometimes what I like to do is just take deep breaths, whether that's, anytime I'm stressed out, or I suggest it to everybody, whether they're going. And also another thing, and I think, Wambi, you do this, is moving, walking. That is a great way to de-stress. Yeah. It's a great way to let off or release, whether it be needed, built up stress, stuff like that. But walking, moving, exercising, doing yoga, I find myself stretching a lot, and that releases a lot of tension. And I said breathing exercises, which is another great one. Also, staying hydrated. Make sure you're drinking water and getting those fluids in your body, because sometimes the reason why we're stressed out, the reason why we are not up to par, is because we are dehydrating ourselves. So making sure that you are hydrated, you're moving, you're exercising, you're eating the right things, putting the right things into our bodies. Which is why it's so important, as you guys know, holistic health, what we put into our bodies is really important. So paying attention to the physical things that we do are going to affect the mental things. So also who you're around, who makes you just want to laugh. Laughter is really good for your soul. It's good for your mental. So doing little stuff like that, walking, exercising, drinking water, staying hydrated, all those are great ways to have a balanced and healthy lifestyle.
Excellent, excellent. And as you mentioned, it's 2021. There's so much been going on. 2020 was a wild year, and there was a lot of changes, a lot of adaptations. There was even a lot of loss that a lot of people had experienced. And I just know, like, this is why you're here. These are exactly the same type of things that we talk about on our HealthCast, and the type of products that we offer here at OffBe. And you can see it's all connected. You want to definitely make sure that you take care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. And so we got our mental health coach, Coach K, here. She can offer you some techniques to do that as well. Make sure you, again, tap in with her, and definitely check out, Fresh Air Chronicles and OffBe, of course, because if Wambi tells people to drink water all the time, did you drink your water? And then, you know,
did you drink your water today?
So we got
Did
somebody
you eat your live food?
live food, and then you got Coach K say, "Are you
Did you go for
breathing?
a walk?
How are you feeling?" So the idea is just, you know, making it, you know, the norm. Well, it's okay and it's understandable that mental health, because there was such a taboo, you know, and such stigmas, and so it's okay. I think people are slowly starting to realize that, hey, we may have been dealing with these things all the time and never really took the time to examine them or to even like help ourselves. You know what I mean? And so I know people don't necessarily want to go to psychiatrists and things like that. So this, I think, is a step to get people to be concerned about their mental health, or at least to examine it, by one, having a safe space like the check-in, and then also by just knowing, hey, it's okay. You know, I'm not abnormal. And, you know, not only that, there are some things that I can do, you know, without even seeking professional help. Now, I'm not saying don't seek professional help, because the check-in and life coaching, wellness coaching, mental wellness coaching is professional help, I would say. But you know what I mean? Hey, some breathing, some mantras, some positive attitude, you know, just tapping into that whole way of thinking and way of life is hugely important. And so I just want to give thanks to you for, you know, sharing that with us. We'll be tapping into the check-in, you know what I'm saying, every other weekend, definitely, for sure. And we're already on the Instagram and all the social medias out there. So it's just really encouraging to see more and more people, you know, tap into that energy, you know, put it out there to the universe. Because what I found, and Coach K, you can probably attest to this as well, is that even though people may not give you the reactions, or sometimes you may not think that you're reaching a lot of people, but OffBe says, like, even if you just touch one person, or, you know, you've made a difference. And that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? One by one, each one teach one, you know.
So look, I have another question, Coach K. So all right, so if I'm like, you know, having a bad day or whatever, can I just like call you? I mean, not me, but if I don't know you.
Can I text you?
I know I can call you. So like, so basically I'm asking, so like, does it work like this where we can like schedule appointments, and or do you have like a chat line? I want to call it a hotline, because, you know, hotline's got a little different name. So like a chat line, or like you know, how can we check in with you outside of the check-in?
Yeah, so
or can we?
So I have a booking site, and whoever wants to talk with me or speak with me, they can book a free consultation with me. If they just want to talk, like, hey, I just want to talk, or if they know my social medias, they can DM me. You can also message my personal page as well, whether it be my Instagram or Facebook, to let me know you are interested and want to speak. So you can message that. But if you want to have an appointment with me, then you can go to my website, which is www.KaylaGibbsLLC.com, and go to the service that you like, and then book the day or in time that you're available with me, and then we can have a discussion about whatever you want to speak about or talk about. Or if you want a coaching package or whatnot.
Okay, there we go. Healing within shines without. I just heard you say that. All right, so that's within.
LifeCoach.Kayla.
Yes,
right?
Life.Kayla. Yes, that's the Instagram.
Okay, just want to make sure we get that right, so we can get people to definitely tap in. And so, you know, I think it's a great space. I got a lot of friends who have mental health problems. They don't know it, so I'm just gonna invite them all to the check-in, so they can have a safe space, because we gotta talk about it. Like, you know, we gotta have these interventions, and if like Coach K is cool there, yeah, because they got problems, and we need to talk about it. Nah, I'm just joking. But hey, it's definitely important.
Absolutely.
Definitely needed. Don't be afraid. Don't, you know, just heal yourself. You know what I mean? Start there. You know what I mean? Put the right things in your body. Drink your water. Get some exercise. You know what I mean? Do some meditation, some stretching, some yoga. You know, just, you know, don't be so hard on yourself. You know what I mean? I tell myself all the time, so you're awesome. You know what I mean? So, okay.
Yeah. All those things matter. What you put into your body, what you say to yourself, all those things matter, and then can impact our mental state. So all those things that you said, and of course, come talk to me. I'll be happy to have you guys. to help with whatever way I can help you. And, you know, like the thing is, healing within shines without. So.
That's right. That's right. Talk about it. Well, this is awesome. I think that we have enough here, everybody. This has been great. So we definitely want to encourage people to tap into this network. We have a network of healers. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a lot of things that you can tap into. A lot of events coming up. You'll be seeing Kayla again. You know, you're already here at OffBe. So, you know, definitely be looking for some more content coming out. And hey, don't be afraid to check out some of our trusted partners. You know, we got Vegan Cartel with a K, you know, offering recipes for the transitioning vegan or plant-based, helping those with their relationship with a plant-based live it. And you can check our products out at Grandma T's. Where is that at? Over at Williams? Where's that? Why don't we help a brother out?
It's on William Stein in Newport News.
Yep, we did a
Virginia.
pop-up over there. It was lit. Where was y'all?
Yes, you can find also our products at Conscious Planet.
What's that?
At Conscious Planet, 2718 Granby Street.
I think I heard of that. Is that in Norfolk?
In Norfolk. There we go.
I think there's a cafe in there. They have like vegan food and stuff.
Vegan cafe, yes.
They were. All right, so yeah, that's what it's all about. So, Coach K, thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here on the platform. So, I just need you to tell me that you'll come back if we need you to. You know what I'm saying? Tap in again, and maybe we can even bring your partner. What's her name? Mona? Coach Mona.
Coach Mona.
Yes.
Right.
First and foremost, y'all, I appreciate you guys having me on this platform. It's such a pleasure to speak with both of you. Lovely, lovely people. And I will definitely be coming back. Y'all check them out. They live. So yes, I'm grateful. Thank you guys.
All right, and we'll give the beautiful Wambi, my beautiful wife, the empress of my life.
Okay,
we'll give you the last word.
You said all that needed to be said. Definitely want to thank you all for joining us for this podcast. It was a different podcast, but I actually enjoyed conversing with Coach Kayla. We definitely have to have you back. And like Uncle P said, make sure you check out our website, OffBeLLC.com. Our Instagram is also OffBeLLC, and our Facebook is OffBeLLC. If you have any questions, anything that you want us to hear next, want us to talk about next, you can email us at offbellc@gmail.com. In the subject line, you put Ask Wambi. I want to thank you for hanging out with us. Off the Beaten Path, the way is known, the path is lit. Until next time,
all right.
Drink your water, get your rest, and live your best.
Evil.